الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وبعد. Yesterday, I believe, we talked about the kind of line drawings that some prophets drew, that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said it was permissible. So a person can take that and say it is evidence for people who make, shirk, or they try to foresee and things like that. So we said we are going to clarify that, before we read the next hadith, inshallah. So in the commentary here, it says that the drawing of the line that was mentioned in the hadith is different than the drawing of the lines of ayafa mentioned earlier, which is like some kind of divination or soothsaying, some practice that people do that they want to predict what will happen tomorrow. However, that was an act of a prophet which was done by him in light of the wahi that was sent to him by Allah Azza wa Jal. And that was correct. But now nobody knows that knowledge. Nobody has that knowledge that the prophet had. And we are not even sure which prophet was it. So some of the people said it is Daniel, whom the Christians call Daniel. And others said it is Idris, Prophet Idris alayhi salatu wasalam. Some of the Christians call him Enoch. So that they were used to some kind of, drawing lines to be able to, get some wahi. So this is not something that was enshrined or something that was Prophet Muhammad sallallahu was instructed or guided to. And so a Muslim should not pay attention to these things, even if there are people who do them. Now, so the next hadith is about dogs, especially people who specialize in breeding or raising and selling dogs. عن أبي مسعود البدري رضي الله عنه أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم نهى عن ثمن الكلب ومهر البغي وحلوان الكاهن متفق عليه. Now, and that is the last hadith in this chapter. So Abu Mas'ud al-Badri, may Allah be pleased with him, narrated, he said Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam prohibited the utilization of the price of a dog. So a person, let's say, deals in dogs or breeding dogs, is trying to get the best breed of this and that, and then they sell from this, or they make money from this. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he prohibited the utilization of the money gotten from such sales. He also prohibited the earning of an adulteress, someone who does zina for business, sex workers as we have them. The earning from those people is haram, and the money given to a soothsayer. We mentioned again that you still see this soothsayer matter here. You go to a store, somewhere in Century Park, I've seen it before, and then someone put a poster. They want to read your palms, they want to read your fingers. So any sort of money earned from this is haram. Reported by Bukhari and Muslim. Now, I think, this is very clear. First of all, those people, they are swindlers. They take your money unlawfully, and they lie to people. Second is that the money from the adulteress is haram because of what she's doing. And then the third applies to dog. Even if some ulama say that such dog were to be for, guarding, security, and hunting, some of the ulama deem it to be impermissible, while others said no. Ordinarily, we are not supposed to keep dogs except for those reasons we mentioned, and include things like service dogs that we have today. So some of the ulama then extend it to say, if a person were to be breeding or, taming dogs for that purpose, then money earned from there is halal. Whereas other ulama say no. Whether it is for keeping of a pet or whatever, it is haram as indicated in the hadith. So we ask Allah to give us the correct understanding. Jazakumu khairan, barakallahu fikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.